Yo, what's up, Diamond family? It's your man Vivi, and welcome back to VVS Sound. As you guys know, I'm here every week dropping off gems, teaching you to record and mix your music better. So if that sounds good to you, hey man, stick around. So I got a really cool and a really quick video for you guys today. We're going to be talking about ad-libs, right? I'm going to show you guys how I process ad-libs to get them to sit in the mix and stand out of the track the way that I want them to. All right, so we're going to be using the song Feel Pain that Jerry Legend and I cooked up on the cook-up a few weeks ago. I want you guys to really, if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. You get to watch us, cook up the beat, freestyle the track, record it, everything. It's a full song production from start to finish. And I'll link it down below so you guys can check it out. So we're working on the song Feel Pain by Jerry Legend and I. We're using our free template that is also available down below. So if you don't have a template for Pro Tools, get one, man. It's going to help you to record and mix quickly, consistently, and a lot better. All the routing, all the routing, the reverbs, the delays, all that stuff is already set up for you. You can just drop your vocals in. Start recording right into that template and really get something special going. All right, so that's out of the way. Let's listen to the song a little bit, and then we'll focus in on the ad-libs. So let's just listen to the verse.
First off, let me start by saying that I feel a waste. No, we having differences, my loyalty is still the same. I see that the 1942 been helping heal the pain. I wish I like the sun, even when we gotta feel the rain. And that's on my dog. We used to break.
Right? Okay, so cool. You can hear the ad-libs in the background. They're there, but I haven't even processed them. So you can just hear they're kind of standing out. And that's the first thing. I think the most powerful tool you have when it comes to processing your ad-libs is EQ. Because if the vocals are recorded in the same place, they're recorded with the same mic, they're going to have essentially the same sonic character, which means that if you're saying things at the same time and they sound the same sonically, they're just going to fight with each other. So EQ is going to help you to give the ad-libs their own space within the track where they can live at and still stand out and still be loud and punchy and not really cause any issues. So the first thing I like to do when I'm processing ad-libs is, you can see I have RVox up here, but I'm not using it yet, is to EQ. And this is the order. I actually EQ first, and then I go back and compress. We'll talk about that later. You can also see I have a few phone filters set up for, what I use generally on ad-libs when it comes to processing ad-libs. But I'm going to build one from scratch now so you can kind of see how it's done, and you can apply it to any EQ. It doesn't have to be Infinity. It can be the stock EQ within Pro Tools. It can be Logic's EQ. It can be Fab Filter, anything. So let's mute out this lead vocal and let's focus on the ad-libs here. I'm also going to mute the parallel compression track, and let's hear what we got.
First off,
All right, bet. So first thing I'm going to do is roll off a lot of this low end, and I'm going to do it in a steep way. I'm probably going to go up close to 500. Let's just go right here to 492. Let's see what that sounds like.
first off,
Honestly, right there, it already is getting us there. So let's go ahead and roll this back a little bit. I think we're cutting off a little too much for this particular track.
first off.
I like that better. Let's also roll off some of the high end. The high end we really want to reserve for the lead vocal. We want the lead vocal to really be able to have most of the higher frequency to itself. So I'm going to roll off maybe down to 5K and see what we got, and we'll start there.
First off,
Much better. Let's actually see if we can go down a little bit lower.
first off.
Okay, I like that. I think that's going to probably stay out of our way. We don't want to do this too much without the lead vocal playing because we don't really know how they're going to interact. So we're really just dialing this in to just kind of get a tone for the vocal, and then we'll tweak it once we bring the lead vocal back in. I'm going to boost some of this mid-range stuff that we're actually letting through just so it can give the vocal a little bit more cut and a little bit more bite. And I think I want to boost a little bit right here in the middle too. And let's see what we got.
First off,
There we go. I like that. Okay, so cool. Let's bring our lead vocal back in and let's see how they live together.
feel a waste. No, we having different.
Okay.
First off, let me start by saying that I feel a waste. No, we having differences, my loyalty is still the same. I see that the 1942 been helping heal the pain. I wish I like this.
Okay, cool. So I like the tone of it, but as you notice now, a few of the ad-libs are getting lost. So you get first off very clearly, but the next ad-lib, it kind of falters a little bit. It kind of stumbles. It's a little soft. So let's mess with some compression. Now I like to compress before the EQ because you remember, I'm going to bring the EQ back up. We boosted some of these mid-range frequencies and these can get really kind of loud and spiky and peaky. We don't want want it to like cause our song to clip or stand out too much. So we're going to compress it before we boost those frequencies. And I'm going to do some pretty aggressive compression on these ad-libs. So let's hear what we got. They're also too loud, so I'm going to use this compressor to remove some gain from them as well, just to get everything a little bit more quieter, but still to have its own space and volume. So let's play with that a bit.
Having differences, my loyalty. No, we having differences, my loyalty is still the same. I see that the 1942 been helping heal the pain. Wish I like the sun, even when we gotta feel the rain. And that's on my dog. We used to break the law, and nowadays you up. Don't ever get.
All right, bet. I like the way that sounds. So let's mess with the effects a little bit. We've got some compression in here. We've got some EQ. I'm just gonna go ahead and play with the reverb settings, the delay settings, and see if we can just get a little bit more space and dimension for the ad-libs to live in. So right now I'm just messing with the CLA effects. I'll pull it up so you guys can see which settings I'm using in here. This preset is available in our free template, so if you don't have it, just go ahead and get our free template and you'll at least get the CLA set up. And I'm going to boost this. We're going -32. I'm going to probably go in the 22 range and see what we get. Yeah, just gave it a lot more space and made it a lot bigger. I'm probably going to turn the volume down a little bit, though. We'll see.
Let me start by saying that I feel away. No, we having differences, my loyalty is still the same. I see that the 1942 been helping heal the pain. Wish I like the sun, even when we gotta feel the rain. And that's on my dog. We used to break the law, and nowadays you up. Don't ever get it twisted, you know I can call you bluff. If you subbed and it's stuck, you know it's no changing us. Stay in touch, cause you my friend.
And honestly, man, that's it. As you can hear, like, we didn't do a whole lot to the ad-libs, but they really stand out nicely in the track, and they have their own space, and they punch without clipping or giving the song too much dynamic increase. So that's really it, man. If you want to handle ad-libs, couple of quick tips. Make sure you EQ them so they have their own space. Make sure that you compress them so they don't jump out of the mix, and just make sure that the level of everything is in a good place. And that's all I got for you today, man. As always, my name is VV. If you need anything, drop me a line below. If you don't have a template, pick up our free template. It's down below. It's going to completely change the way that you record and mix music. Hey, man, that's all I got. Remember, stay humble, make diamonds only. Peace.
Let me start by saying that I feel away. No, we having differences, my loyalty is still the same. I see that the 1942 been helping heal the pain. Wish I like the sun, even when we gotta feel the rain. And that's on my dog. We used to break the law, and nowadays you up. Don't ever get it twisted, you know I can call you bluff. If it's up and it's stuck, you know it's no changing us. Stay in touch, cause you my friend, you my dog, you my home.